Guys, all the steps and instructions to this tutorial will be in the description down below. Alright, so first things first, I'ma spray a little bit of water and comb the hair into its neutral position. You'll always want to comb according to this little cowlick area right here. And everybody's different, so make sure you're paying attention to that. And I'm not really soaking the hair too much. This is just to neutralize the hair to its position. And now following that up, we're gonna go ahead and start our debulking process. Beginning with the number 2 guard and the lever completely open. We're gonna go ahead and use a comb on our opposite hand to help push that hair down and help that debulk process. Continuing that debulking process, we're gonna now use our clipper over comb technique. And if you are fairly new to clipper over comb, I highly suggest you put on the number 1 guard just to use as a safety net so you don't cut more than you need to. And I know things look a little bit sped up, but this is actually how fast I am cutting. Since he is a kid, and they do tend to move a lot, so this is my actual hand motion right here, guys. But yeah, our first step to this fade, we're gonna be using a number 1 guard lever, completely closed, and we're gonna start right under that temple peak area, slightly drop it towards the back, and approach the opposite side, on the same temple peak area. As you can see, they match up right here. Always view your client from the front. Make sure that those lines do match up. Now we're gonna go ahead and open up that lever and take it up about a finger's width. Again, just make sure that your guidelines do stay parallel to one another, so your fade is consistent throughout. And go over as many times as you need to. It is important that you do brush the hair after every few strokes. As you can see, he's picking his nose right there in the background. Now I got the 1 and a 2 guard lever still completely open. You're gonna notice that I'm just going up with these guards in numerical order. Now I got the number 2 again. The lever skin stay in that complete open position as we set up the canvas. And the last guard that we will be using on this is a number 3. And when it comes to the number 2 and 3 I do start to exaggerate that flick out motion, just cause I do not want to go into that Parietta ridge and start creating a full hawk type of look. And finishing off, we're gonna go ahead and just comb that slight weight that we have on that edge. As you see, this is gonna be a super simple fade. These fades are especially good when kids move a lot and when they're about this age. At this point, you should have only 1 guideline, and that guideline, we're gonna go ahead and remove it with the 1 guard lever completely open, using mainly the corners of that clipper to attack it. We did put in this line with the 1 guard. Now, we're just removing it with the same lever position and the same guard, but again, it is critical that you do use only the corners of the clipper to remove it. Go ahead and taper out the sideburn, unless as otherwise. I usually do a reverse fade process, starting with the lever all the way open, and I close it halfway, and then completely close. It's just a 3-step process. And finally with the half guard, and I repeat that same fade out on the neckline and the other sideburn area. Now just cleaning them up around the ear. Since he is a kid, I am not gonna use my blade on them. It's too dangerous. I don't want to end up cutting one of his ears off or something like that. And that'll be the end of faded culture. So I'm just going ahead and clean up all that peach fuzz with the trimmer. And at this point, he was complaining that there was too many hairs on his neck. So go ahead and clean that off. You gotta do everything to make sure that they sit still. Here's soaking the hair now to begin our shear work. Using our profile section technique. And it's at this point when you can step back, look at your client and kind of laugh at them because they look like alfalfa. And now grabbing a small section from the back, go ahead and begin your trim. And when you do grab a new section, make sure that you're grabbing a piece of that previous cut section as your guide and work your way forward. And once you do that, go ahead and double check and work your way back. You do want this profile section as clean as possible, cause this is your guide for the rest of the top. And now we're gonna go ahead and create these horizontal sections, picking up some of that profile section as our guide. and go ahead and trim and just work your way up in small sections. And that's pretty much it for the top. Go ahead and repeat that on the right side of the head. And I am using our very own Faded Culture shears. If you were watching this video and still hanging in there, I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway. You will get a FC shear set for free. All you gotta do is comment down below FC shears and make sure that you are following the 3 pages, which is mine, my brother's, and the Faded Culture one, which are linked down below. There will be one lucky winner announced next week. So best of luck, and thank you all so much for the support. As you can see, my Antonio is getting a little hungry, so we're pretty much done with their haircut. All we have left is we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of volume to the front. We're gonna blow dry coming with high heat. We're coming with medium heat. Blow dried, add some volume to the front. Then we're gonna go ahead and finish it off by adding a little bit of Faded Culture hair gel. Don't want to confuse you. I ended up using low heat since his hair is fairly thin, but still with high airflow. Like I mentioned, using a little bit of our own Faded Culture hair gel. I usually use a comb to scoop it out, just so I can keep my hands clean. But it also helps to really work the product from the grain all the way up. Go ahead and finish styling it. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Alright guys, so there you'll have it. We did a simple kid's haircut. This gives you an idea of what to tell the barber in case you need to take them to the barber shop. For a back-to-school haircut, we did a one on the sides and a scissor trim on top. I hope you all caught the giveaway mid-video as well. As always guys, let us know down in the comments what you think about this video. Give this video a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. I'll catch on the next one. Peace.